Hey everybody, and welcome back to Mega Man X8. We can start heading up the Jakob's elevator to go take on Sigma, but we still have one more item we need to, one more important item we need to find. So guess what? We're heading back to good old Earthrock Trilobite. I'll go back to my normal parts. Yep, that all looks good. Unfortunately, we have to play through the first half of the stage again, because I really just never get tired of this. Before recording started, I went back and did a little bit of grinding in the stage. One run was enough. With the in my general area, I guess, with one run I was able to get enough medals to buy everything I consider useful in the game, so that's good at least. For a normal playthrough, it's easy enough to get through the game without grinding. The problem is, your first playthrough is not going to be a normal, skilled playthrough. It's just going to be bad all around. Thankfully, having fast charge makes taking care of these big guys a breeze. And the triple shot helps out a lot, too. Yeah, I want that. Yeah, what we need is actually right in there. The problem is, there's a rock blocking us. We're getting rock blocked. So, we unfortunately just need to beat him first. Which of course just means taking care of the normal stuff. You can just get wrecked. A little bit early. That's what happens sometimes. But there we go, 3 hits. And this would be the part where you start violently assaulting him if you want to grind for medals. Thankfully, I'm good. And all we need to do is just head right down here, because unlike X1 where you could just break these things with a buster, here I do actually need a fire-based weapon. But that gets us to our final Dr. Light capsule, and probably the most useful one from here on out, because it's just your good old classic half damage. We're past the point in the game where anything falls under the minimal damage that the other armor part covers, so just having half damage is really useful. And that also gets us to 100% in Metal Valley. We have all the armor pieces, and there's one more thing I want to buy. I don't quite have enough for shield armor yet, but I do want to pick up a life tank. If it says new, technical issues, re-recording stuff, it's new. I just got it now though. We're fine. And now we can actually truly start the end game with our boys X and 0 again. Let's see here. And then I have all of the parts needed. Yep, I like to go half and half. I think that works out well for me. And Axel's coming with us once more, up into space.
Orbital elevator control system, all green. You're cleared to move in.
So when you're talking about this game's music, this is definitely one of the songs that comes to mind most prominently, Jakob's Elevator. And to be fair, it is a pretty good piece. It's not one of my absolute favorites, but it's good nonetheless. That's at least worth noting, because I don't know, I don't think X8's soundtrack is that great. It's fine, nothing special, but nothing bad. Ow. Okay, you guys take a bit more damage than I was expecting. Thankfully with X's triple shot, this becomes a good bit easier. Especially when these guys give me the time to charge up and kill them. I could just get out of the way of the laser barriers, but I want to kill. Gets me a little bit extra cash. Oh, that was close. Almost had me, but you didn't. So yeah, this entire stage is just an elevator section from an old beat 'em up. I really gotta switch over to Axel at some point if I'm gonna be picking those up. And yeah, you can see one of the benefits of the armor piece already at work. I don't even flinch when I take damage anymore. Nope. And I think not flinching means that none of my health goes into that unrecoverable black space. I'm not sure if that's the reason, but because I've never bothered to get the money to buy the, like, unflinching armor for Axel or Zero. I do appreciate that despite the fact we're moving upwards, the explosions stay right where they are on screen. So I don't have to worry about flying up into them. It's cute that you guys think you stand a chance. I'm a special A-class Maverick hunter, I think. I don't know what X's current rank is. Oh, of course, these are the really annoying ones. Get wrecked. Yep. Having a charge shot here, they can also aim upwards is really nice. And look at that background out there. That is some high quality space graphic. If you look closely, you can see it's actually, you know what? Actually, that's about to give you a general idea of when this is being recorded. That's probably about as high quality as the picture of that black hole. That was a couple days ago as of the time of this recording. And I'm very happy that we've already turned it into a waifu. Mostly just because I'm very much into the idea of expanding the universe of Earth-chan. Earth-chan never dies. Earth-chan shall live forever. You know, unless we humans have something to say about that. Oh dear, we are in deep juju here. I hate these shield guys so much. Alright, Axel, do your thing. What if I just double attacked one of them? Just said, hey, fuck you. Go all in on a shield guy. It doesn't count as an ambush if we have sensors that can tell us there's someone up here. I do like the camera angles here. It actually looks quite nice.
Warning! Warning! Ha! You're still concerned with justice when the world is on the verge of destruction?
You've got it, buddy. Thought I'd dispense a little justice your way before I go after Sigma.
The orbital elevator, the energy, the space minerals, the rocket data, the route to space. The thing that's allowed this world to survive this long is ours. At times like this, how important is your precious term, Maverick?
I'll tell you as soon as I'm done turning you into scrap.
So now we have our next encounter with Boba Fett. I actually just unironically called him Boba Fett. Like, that wasn't me making a joke. I unironically called him Boba Fett. Hey, listen. Fucking Lando and Palpatine are back in that episode 9 teaser, alright? For all we know, Boba Fett will be back. And I'm just prepared. Alright. Okay, there we go. Now he's going into his desperation move. One that's actually quite annoying to dodge. You have to sneak through these gaps in the electricity. Problem is they're not exactly uniform. And then of course it starts turning around. And Axel gets killed. Also goes on for a bit too long there. Oh. Uh-oh. That ain't good. Let go of me. You can escape from those a lot easier if you have a partner. Too bad I just let him get killed. And Vile retreats. I guess we're not quite done dealing with him yet. And I am 170 medals short of being able to buy the shield armor for Axel. Darn it. A rank, 100%.
Vile. Sigma. Just like old times.
Zero? Does it remind you of the virus?
So, you heard about that? He tried to use me to destroy the world. That's why I've got to find him and turn him into a pile of molten scrap. Be my navigator. Help me find that Maverick before he fulfills his plan.
I got some bad news for you, Zero. You're not coming with. We'll take Leia, though. Don't worry. We'll take... Don't worry, Mr. Zero.
There's definitely something evil in here. It must be Sigma. Everybody be careful.
I hate these dialogues because I never exactly remember that they're happening. So I start a joke and then I have to stop so the dialogue can play out. But I already got partway through it, so by the time I come back, I can't just repeat it. So anyway, these capsules should all look familiar. Boss rush. I don't know why it looks like an organ, despite the fact that organs are used in churches and this game has a hard-on for its religious symbolism. I do like the fact that they're all color-coded, so you can just look at it and know who's going to be in there before you go in. I don't know why this is so rare. According to the Mega Man Wiki, because I do actually check that. Huh. Oh, whatever. According to the Mega Man Wiki, the only two games that give you a hint to who's in the room before you go in are this and Powered Up. I have no idea why something so simple is so rare. Alright guys, it's time for the drinking game once again. How many times can I whiff my normal shot? How many times can I whiff my weakness shots? Let's do it. There's one. I told you. Of course, we gotta fight 8 guys here, so conserve health whenever you can. There it is. This is more of the Dark Mantis fight that I'm in for. I hate trying to aim this fucking thing so much. There we go. Oh. If he actually hangs in the air for long enough, this is a great time to use Axel. Unfortunately, you can't use it in midair, so you can't really change your aim. I'm finally getting good at... Okay, never mind. I was going to say I'm finally getting good at dodging that attack. Oh well, we can all see how well that's worked out. And it wasn't actually Dark Mantis, it was a new generation Reploid copying him. I appreciate the fact that the game gives justification for that, alright? That also does not happen very often in this series. The only games that really give justification as to why the bosses can return during the final stage, aside from the justification of their robots, and it doesn't actually matter, are this and the later Zero games, where Dr. Vile is described as an expert in Reploid revival. So yeah, during these stages, you should pretty much be okay with just, with only Axel really getting hurt, because X can recover all his stuff. Yeah, how about this? I'm gonna knock you out of that shit. No trying that. I don't know why this doesn't hurt him, though. Like, I'm still hitting him, even if he's just under the snow. Why doesn't it count as him taking damage? You know, he's still reacting. Yeah, and you can't do it with anyone else. It's only Axel that has the ability to do it for whatever reason. Oh, barely snuck that hit in, though. And sometimes you really gotta question why I bothered buying all the weapon upgrades, aside from the usage in Gigavolt Man of War stage, because, good God, I am barely using any of it, like, whatsoever. I'll almost have him. There we go. I'll just assume there's new generation Reploid under there. And thus he dies alone. That is some really tall snow, alright? There's also no real point in keeping all my weapon energy filled. But I'm gonna do it anyway. And they had to put something in the background just so Burn Rooster still has something to kick. Alright, it's a good thing I can step back there. I beat you super easy the first time, we'll see how it goes now. And thus by doing this, you have sealed your own doom once again. I've already explained why, thankfully. Good try. Oh, I was actually worried that was gonna come over and get me. You can also just still get behind him. That's also still a totally feasible strategy. Kinda wish I could hurt him during this. Of course, that'd make it really easy. There you go. Flawless victory, one character only. Come on, man. You're the last guy I took on. Why are you so weak? I actually do quite like the song that's playing now, too. It's very, very somber. It's actually quite enjoyable. And then it just goes straight into the heavy rock boss theme. Oh, didn't mean to pause twice there. Yeah, come on, boy. Keep trying, though. I dare you. Oh, okay. I somehow keep falling for that, though. Oh, oh. Once again, your efforts are noble, Gigavolt Man of War. But they are no match for a super powerful Maverick Hunter and his son here. I mean, that's barely even a joke. That was the part of X7. Good old Reploid custody battle. I am so good. I love that joke. Thank you, John. That was a great joke. And somehow he stays up in the air. In fact, actually, it's worth noting, if you go back into Gigavolt Man of War stage after you've already beaten him, instead of chasing down him during the stage, you just chase down an anonymous new generation Reploid. I didn't know that. I only saw that on the wiki page when I was getting his art for the thumbnail. And he's shaking there. He's shaking in his boots. I don't blame you. I'm real good at what I do. Again, except when that happens. Oh, okay. Somehow the missile missed him. Which again, I understand is the purpose of a missile. Why the hell is it called that? I guess maybe I just missed his hitbox a little bit. Yeah, see, this is why you buy all the weapon upgrades, because this weapon is expensive. And I also miss a lot when that happens. And then that happens too. You kind of have to wait like a little second before you shoot. You don't fire until you see the whites of his eyes. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't know how the hell I avoided that one. I didn't avoid that one, though. Or that one. I'll just let X recover back there. Bad move appearing right next to me. Gee, oh, God, he lost his head. His petals fell off and he didn't even have a head. Ugh. Okay, I'll grab that. And that's a full weapon restore, so you really should not have an excuse to have anything less than full weapon energy when you get out of here. Unless you're using 2 characters with weapon energy, I suppose. But you can't use A-Trans in this stage, so it ain't gonna be Axel. And what are you doing bringing Zero here? Come on, what are you, some kind of idiot playing the game your own way? I don't think so. He saw it coming right for him. He just could not do a damn thing to stop it. Go away. You know, I gotta be honest, NASA got it real wrong. I'm looking at the black hole right now. It doesn't look anything like the one they showed. It's a conspiracy, man, I'm telling you. They don't want us to know what black holes really look like. Because, if we see that there's a... Hang on, I'm going some... Where the hell did it go? Let me out of there. No, I mean, it doesn't actually matter who I pick right now, so who cares? Oh dear. Ugh, wait, that's a little bit too long there, but thankfully I'm faster than them. Man, this guy's good. Look how many times I'm shooting him with a magnum. Ocelot told me that 6 shots should have been enough to kill anything that moves. He's a fucking liar. And these aren't. This isn't even an ordinary magnum. This is a magnum that's been enhanced by the power of the spiral. So how is it possibly taking more damage? Who's next? Purple. Purple drink. Gravity ant onion. There isn't even an onion on him. Like, at least Tornado Tunyon did look like an onion. Still the worst fucking idea I've ever seen in my life, but he did look like an onion. See, I was gonna ask, like, what's a dumber character design? Tornado Tunyon? What's the worst concept? Tornado Tunyon or Dustman? But no, I can't insult Dustman because he was designed by Yusuke Murata, who you may know nowadays as the manga artist for One Punch Man. He is super fucking talented. It's true. He also designed Crystal Man for Mega Man 5. That's another flawless victory right there. Even against the power of a black hole, X stands supreme. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. And that just leaves one left. Ironic. The one we started with shall be the end. We're bookending this game, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, panda. I don't care if you are an endangered species. Normal pandas are boring. Red pandas are where it's at. Red pandas are legit the best animal ever. Psh. He also falls into a very predictable pattern. You know, until we get to the point where he wants to spice it up with his desperation attack. Hey, there it is. Okay, that didn't actually hit me. Bullshit. Ouch. Also, I'm very much cornered here. Okay, we're in a slightly bad space, huh? You know, how come these guys can copy opponents that are way bigger than them, but I can't?
Emergency! Get out of there. Please make it back okay.
Despite the fact that the place is shaking and it starts blowing up, don't actually worry. It's not going to actually... It's not going to actually, like, detonate until we move into the next room. So I'm just going to wait a second here. Let Axel's health refill as much as I can. Because this might not be a full health restore. I don't actually know. Right, let's get everyone back to their normal weapons. There we go. Now once you get back out to this room, start running, like dash. Because that floor falling behind you is not just for show. That will catch up to you if you are not going as fast as you can, and you will die. It's happened to me before.
Warning! Warning!
Sigma?
I shall allow you to call me by that name, for I am indeed Sigma.
You plan to take revenge on every Reploid? Every human? In the entire world? You're completely mad! I'm putting a stop to this right now!
Put a stop to what? We already control the moon. That old world has decayed and rotted. I will usher in a new world to replace it. But before that ends, perhaps it's time for our final showdown.
And I guess he means final showdown, because this is the last game, yeah? We're fighting Sigma, so this has got to be the end. Oh, no, darn, he had temporary invincibility. Yeah, I don't think so. That time, we're smart enough to actually try and avoid it. Heh. You fainted. Problem is, I didn't react, so you missed. So that's the problem with the feint. You have to be sure that the opponent is going to actually hit you. You have to be sure that they're going to dodge if you want to try a feint. That's how it works. I definitely recommend having X's triple shot here, because it means I can still hit him. Especially with the quick charge. Oh man, this Sigma fight is really easy. I wonder why that could possibly be. Oh, it was not actually Sigma, despite the fact that he said that he was indeed Sigma. Not only is he a villain, he's a liar. I will not stand for that. Hey, look at that. Enough money to get the shield armor. That's worth celebrating. See? Excuse me, I did well. I did really well there, okay? Let's buy that shield armor. And with that, the last thing we need. Excellent. And Zero's looking pathetic there with only 9% completion. Get wrecked.
I'm picking up multiple Maverick signals on the moon's surface. What is this?
I think it's Sigma.
How can you tell?
I can sense it too. It's him.
So you're saying that other was a copy?
Seemed like it.
Well, this is it. Sigma, I'm coming for you. Here we go, hunters. Let's move out!
And this is it. It's finally time to defeat Sigma, the cause of the whole situation. Let's conclude this series next time on Mega Man X8.